Alright guys, let's keep this super simple and extremely helpful. Here are 3 rules and 5 tips for deck building in the Victory 7 trading card game. As you can see here, I have the Diluvian starter deck without any modifications. The first rule is that a Victory 7 deck must be 30 to 40 cards, and the starter deck is 30 cards. The first tip in deck building is just to choose a card that you like and want to build the deck around. In this starter deck, the card it is built around is pretty basic. But it's the large Noah, the Blameless character card, which I have just 2 of in this deck. So you can see already, there may be room for improvement on this deck build because the second rule of V7 deck building is that you can have up to 3 copies of each card in your deck unless otherwise noted on the card. With that rule in this deck, you have the option to add another large Noah, the Blameless character, into this deck. That said, the second tip is to have half the cards in your deck require good traits to play and the other half to require evil traits to play. Every player is required to start with 6 good and 6 evil traits in their blind bag to play cards. So, since they are divided evenly, you can see why you would want your cards to be split in half. As you can see, this deck has more good trait cards than evil trait cards. So, though this deck plays well for a starter, there may still be some more room for improvement. The third tip is to active God coin icons in about 1/4 or 25% of your deck. Each player has 3 active God coins always available to help play cards. So it would help if you made the most of all your resources to play cards, and this includes the active God coins. Okay, the fourth tip is to choose cards that will help the card you chose to build the deck around. One of the most helpful cards in this deck to assist the large cost characters in the Lifeless Sustenance card. This card provides extra traits so you can play the Noah card sooner. The fifth tip here, since players do not start with all of their traits available to play cards, you'll want to provide a progression of the number of traits required on each card. For example, these cards have a lower cost, maybe just 1 through 3 traits, while these cards require more traits to play, like 4 through 6 traits to play. This progressive trait cost concept allows players to make the most use of their early turns with less traits as they would with later turns and all of their traits available. The final rule is that each deck has 1 additional armor card that always remains in play, and its ability may be used once per round. A round is when each player has taken a turn. This deck has a Righteous Breastplate that allows for building the characters to be bigger. There are a few ability options with each armor type, so choose the one that is most fitting for your deck. Hope this helps. Enjoy and God bless.